the CEO of Reddit, a while back now, stepped down from his position in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. And in doing so, he wanted a more of a urban picture, I'm assuming, to the company. Make sure it's more diverse friendly. Okay, that's good. I'm happy that he did that. That's happening. But racial oppression. Systematic injustice. Law corruption of the law enforcement. We got all these problems. It's good that you're making big changes to your company and more of a diversity, aroma to your company, but that doesn't solve what's really going on under this rug. What's really going on under this rug is racial profiling among a specific group of people. Well, we need to attack that first. Then we can talk about stepping down and putting, now these are important. Again, very happy that a company like Reddit is putting a more of an urban face, but that doesn't. It's like, oh, you're just. I feel like you're just doing this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just doing this to make the black community feel, try to bandage, the wound, trying to heal the wound. This doesn't heal the wound. You're not. We gotta take medicine for the wound. You gotta put cream on it. You're just putting a band-aid over it. That's not really gonna do any much. Also, the producer from the sitcom show Friends said recently that wished they should have had a more diverse crowd. And I'm paraphrasing, but basically on the lines of wishing that we should have had more diverse cast. We should have had more guest stars that were diverse. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're wishing that, but the show ended 20 plus years ago. Where were you back then? Where was that back then? I don't understand. Where was that 5 years ago? I mean, better late than never, but I mean, come on. Like 20 years later and you now all of a sudden come on. All this is just beating around the bush. It's like cutting the grass and not fertilizing it. You're just cutting it, which is good. It's good to cut the grass. Get rid of the weeds. But you don't get rid of the roots of the weeds. You're just cutting the base of it. You're just trimming it. That's all you're doing. The mower does not attack the roots. Fertilizer does. Specific fertilizers that you can get, weed attacks, I would say, they can help with racial injustice. Let's put a program that helps with systematic oppression. Let's put a program that helps with the corruption of the law enforcement, because it is totally broken. Let's deal with racial profiling among a specific group of people. Let's deal with these problems. We want to talk about these problems. We have this big problem over here, and we're talking about some minor problem that really doesn't need. It's like fixing a house. Some houses need to be fixed. They're ruined. Their plumbing systems are all messed up. Hardwood floors are breaking apart. They're splitting. The walls, they have mess on them. The roofing is a problem. We're fixing a house that doesn't need any fixing. Why are we fixing this house that doesn't need any fixing? We got all these homes over here that are broken. We need to fix those that are visibly need help. And we're not trying to find a solution for that. I don't understand why it's so hard. How long are we going to be beating around this bush? We've been beating around this bush for centuries, literally centuries. We've been beating around this bush. At some point in time, we're going to have to start attacking the weeds within this bush, because there are weeds in this bush. Got to start plucking them out. Attack the core. That's what we really need to do. Attack this core problem that we have in this country that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And at some point in time, though, We need to talk about it. Or, better yet, you need to just take action. Just do it. Why not? Why not try to heal the systematic oppression within our country? Why not try to solve the racial injustice in this country? Why not try to fix and repair and restore the corruption of the law enforcement? Why not? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people in this country feel as though they are powerful and they want to remain that, and they like what works, even if it is broken. Sometimes when something's broken and it still works, people still don't want to change it. But we have to get rid of that. Get rid of that mentality. Get rid of that mindset. We got to start attacking the core problems in our country and not try to deal with these other minor problems indirectly. We got to deal with these problems directly, head on, face to face, put everything out on the table, bring out all the facts, and try to solve these solutions. Break it down step by step and figure out a solution to help with these problems that we've had for so long now. We got to do that eventually. In due time, the day is going to come where it's all just going to call crumbling down. And we can prevent that from happening if we just start now, little by little. Let's start with the racial oppression. Let's start with things that really matter. Let's just do that.